Welcome back to the Wind Virus. When we last left, Philip and Bruce Young were fleeing from the wind monster in the tunnels. The people of the town were none the wiser, and everyone wanted their windy parade. Will they get it? Let's find out right now in the thrilling conclusion of the Wind Virus. Here we go.
A week has passed. We zoom into the top office of the toll tower of the toll company. They've been trying very hard to keep the whole wind monster thing under wraps, but they've barely done it.
Taylor, I really think that we got to get out from under this. Everyone seems to be looking at us. It's probably because it's our fault.
It's definitely a PR problem, Mr. Sir. So Jeeves, could you bring the
Quick
graphs
cut to the PR office. Everything's on fire. They're running around.
3 people are dead.
Cut back to the office.
Jeeves, the graphs. I've had the graphics department prepare a couple of statements. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I made a PPT.
Thanks. I'll take the clicker. Thank you. Okay.
Yes.
So, what we have here is a simple necessity. We need to pin this on somebody, right?
You're right.
Someone needs to fall. There are a bunch.
Why is my picture on the...
Jeeves, don't worry about it. Look, everybody has to do something for the company, okay? We're
Yes.
just putting all of our options on the table. This doesn't mean that you're going to be the fall guy. In fact,
So,
you
I think
should
this guy
probably
should be
leave
the
room.
fall guy.
Okay.
Well,
Sounds
what?
good.
You see, he's present in a lot of the top meetings. He could have failed to pass along information.
He did
and
make this PPT.
He did make this PPT, and I've already deleted the files that he gave to us. So it appears that he forgot to tell us about the ongoing problem.
Taylor, look, I think I say this far too often, but you have management potential written all over you. This is outstanding work. Inspired. Jeeves, you should really take a page out of his book.
Motherfuckers!
Say, hey, whoa.
Whoa.
I'll get you for this! He storms out of the office. He slams the door behind him.
Well,
You were
the next
recording?
slide was I was recording. The next slide
Good,
was going to
good,
be
good.
his severance package, but I mean, I
Well,
guess he
no
stormed
need for
out.
that.
So I guess we
We
can
can't fire him. He quit.
He quit. Look at that. Look. Well, sir, a drink? Or I don't know. Maybe we don't have the time, but I just wanted
The
to.
town's been kind of decimated, and I'm gonna have to go for for my most expensive scotch. This is reserved, but in these situations, well, I mean, you know,
Meanwhile,
Here you go.
in the city center, the wind monster is just destroying everything it comes across.
Dad, should we, I think it just went down that way. Should we go across the square? I think it,
Oh boy, I don't say this too often, but I am very scared.
you can't be scared, Dad. I'm scared. If you're scared, I'm gonna start crying.
No, he'll hear us. No!
the winds pick up. The winds pick up as leaves and dander fly about the father and son.
Oh no, he found us! He found us!
I'll run. He'll follow me because I'm crying. Bye,
No,
Dad.
you go, my son, I'll stay behind!
Okay.
Go! The wind catches up to both of them, engulfs them in wind again, and they just get chopped into tiny little pieces.
Blood
Their pieces
explosion,
Get
a
added.
la-
Yeah.
Blade 1.
Their pieces get added to the wind monster. Now the wind monster is 5 meters tall. It's full of limbs and eyes and stuff, and is ravaging across the city.
Bruce and Philip emerge from a sewer grate. As they get out, you can see Philip has a contraption in his hands.
This is the. I'm sorry, my voice. I lost my voice for a second there.
It's all right.
This is the wincabulator. I made it in science class when I was in high school. For a time like this.
Okay, Mr. Phillip, look. Oh man. Look, I just want to make sure that
Yes?
we are protected, right? As far as like trademarking and registering this. So, since this is something we've worked on this past week, I just feel that, have you ever thought about a partnership perhaps with Tall Corp?
Well, I am more of an independent contractor. But I should add, we've spent a whole week in the sewers. I think we're connected. Shall
I think so. I
begin?
really-
Shall we do a startup?
At the end of the lane, the wind monster goes past,
no.
and then slowly comes back, and sort of
Right.
with its whole combobulation of eyeballs, sort of.
Darryl,
have time.
are you ready?
You don't have time for this.
Young
Yeah, press the button.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
It knows your name. He points the windinator at the wind monster and goes.
Oh,
All right,
we scared it
we
away.
managed to scare him away, yeah.
That was great, Phillip.
But we blew a fuse.
Oh no.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
we need to
back up at the top office of Tall Corp. So, Mr. Sir, the other thing I was thinking is there were some new scientists that were coming in
Oh.
that day, and I think they are excellent because they have no packages.
There are explosions going off in the distance. They completely ignore them.
So
This town has gotten loud in the past few weeks, huh?
I've filed a couple of noise complaints, and no one has come to do anything. I think we should buy the local police department. This is
We already
strong.
have that. We already have that.
It's late at night. The Mr. Sir and Taylor are walking back to their cars so they can go back home. It's dark and quiet. Taylor, it's just Taylor, not Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir went on helicopter. He flies a helicopter.
Okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't drive, but Scotch was great. What was that? Hello? Oh, I dropped my keys. Oh no! I can't reach under the cart. Who's there? I warn you, I'm very important. I have management potential. Huh? What? I thought I heard. Okay.
The wind monster makes a turn. It is barreling straight for Taylor and his car.
We can see it from the point of view of the wind monster, like in The Evil Dead. He goes over the cars, around the cars, under the cars, heading straight to Taylor.
Right as it is about to grab Taylor, a booming sound comes from a van that is turned the corner. Hanging out of the window is Phillip, pointing his wind gun at the wind monster. You've got it, Phillip. Get it.
But Philip gets shot in the shoulder. And the wind monster eats Taylor. A dark figure is standing on top of a building near them, holding a rifle.
We follow the laser sight all the way up to where he's standing and pan slowly up to his face. It's Jeeves.
Tango 1.
Tango 1. This wind is affecting my throat. It disappears in the darkness.
We cut back to the van where Bruce Young is giving emergency first aid to...
Come on, Phillip. You've got to make it.
I don't know if I'll make it, son.
Sign these papers. I mean,
What?
we're working hard. You have to survive this.
All right.
But in the case that you don't,
sorry,
you want to
but-
make sure that the intellectual property that you've shared is
All right, just
put in a
okay.
proper-
Save me the jargon. Just let me
Okay,
sign the
okay.
papers.
Okay, go ahead. Cool.
But I think you're gonna have to keep going by yourself, kid.
Well, I mean, now that I have the papers, of course.
What? What did I sign? I thought it was a partnership.
Philip turns to see nothing but a blinking light where where Bruce once was, as he has abandoned the driver's seat in this van.
And is just running down a long lane carrying the papers and the air gun in the other
The air
hand.
gun.
Corporate traders. I thought he was like a nice, nice guy, but he was actually a traitor. I didn't see that coming.